Greetings, friends. Quinn here. It is the night of that day that is called by some Thxgiving, called by others a day of mourning. Jacob and I didn't have any plans on purpose for this day. And so Jacob, over there with the drum, suggested that we do our second meander for grief. And he came up with this particular shape, 4 spirals, and different than a labyrinth, which is when everyone starts in the same place and ends up in the middle of the same place. This one, you can enter any point and go any direction because that's what grief does. It's not the same for each person. We also have 8 altars, 4 in each of the spirals, and each altar has a theme. And if you walk on the outside of the lights, you end up at one altar, and if you step into the inside of the lights, you end up at another altar. So right now we'll see which altar we end up at. This one. A woman and her husband just showed up. They were driving by with some friends and they saw the lights and they stopped. And this flower really spoke to the woman because their child died earlier this year. And so this flower meant a lot. How I mean this is that this is a thorny plant, a cactus, and it's blooming in the winter. Such is grief. And then when I step to the other side of the lights, I'm at this altar, and this is an altar for all of us who are queer, LGBTQ plus, all of the grief felt and experienced by the community itself as well as all who love us. And here we go, moving towards, at least, I'll step on the outside. And here is the next spiral. Jacob was saying that the outside of the lights could be considered the outside part of grief, the outer grief, and the inner is the inner grief. Interestingly, though, in these paths of light, we are both inside and outside at the same time. So this altar I created of dolls of children because there's so many children, too many children, hurting, dying, feeling immense grief, and all who love children, all of us around the world are wanting something much better options for what is happening right now. And a different altar, so many people love our animal friends. So here are some leashes and some toys and a water bowl, dog or cat or bird or any animal companion that has broken our heart. This altar is for that experience, which so many of us feel at different times in our lives. Animal friends are so powerful in bringing the love, and they also inevitably bring grief. third spiral. Maybe take a moment and think about the aspects of grief that you are personally feeling right now. And then, of course, there's the grief that everyone else is feeling, which we can feel. And depending on your experience of this day, this year, 2023 Gregorian year, whether you are fasting or missing people, or you've been with people that are challenging for you, so many different versions of challenge for this day. So this altar is for the sixth extinction and the loss that has already happened, as well as the loss that's coming. This is a poem that Jacob wrote many years ago, an affirmation for the sixth extinction. To all the plant and animal beings my kind has destroyed forever, I impress your names in my heart because it makes me feel better in the challenge of it all. To all the beings without a common name, to all the names who no longer have speakers to vocalize them, to all the speakers of common names who have no beings to speak to, of, for, about, or with, to all the scientific names that were created and used once before the being described was destroyed forever, to all the beings never named by anyone. May your dream presence be a mystery school. May any fragment of any name be a mantra of insight. May the mischief of my life be small. May I nourish the cause of a diverse, living splendor. And now we step over the light. And this is an altar for protection. Two different cultural ways. Juniper beads and protector of the evil eye on a black. This is for scrying. So may on the inside we be as protected as on the outside. And on the inside may we be protected from the mean voices or the cruel thoughts that come through our own self. May we banish them, sweep them away, not let them take hold for our own well-being. Winding our way. Winding our way. Oh. I was in an irritable mood today. I could feel a lot of people, a lot of challenge, beauty too. But this day I've come to find is a lot of energy, not entirely pleasant. Okay. Thank you to Mike and Nanette for the rattle and the flute, and to Jacob for the drum and this amazing shape. Coming to the final two altars. This one for the goddess, the birther, the femme aspect of divinity. Here are some blessings. May the goddess of patience whisper to you. May the goddess of your dreams send you a message. May the goddess bless you every day. May the goddess of wellness bless you now. Rose petals brought by Connie. Thank you, Connie. As an offering. And as we step over the lights finally, I wanted to make an altar honoring turkey, since it is the day that so many turkeys have lost their life for. A lot of turkeys eaten today. A lot of turkeys. Like lots of turkeys. We honor you, turkey, for your sacrifice for this day. For everyone who eats them, I don't, but for everyone who does. Say a blessing for the turkey. And that's what we have today, tonight, for this time. This is our offering. Whenever you see it, whenever you walk it in your mind, may you know that others are walking with you. And it's a meander that never ends, and it's always personal. Take good care of yourself. You are needed here.